Hey everyone, welcome back to RRCE, and today we will return to our top 10 list, with today's being on movies. Now keep in mind, I'm trying to do this to not be the generic list that you'll find everywhere else of what the popular picks are, so don't expect Citizen Kane or It's a Wonderful Life. What I want to do here is give some of the movies that I really enjoy, but also I want to make the list a little more interesting, so I'm going to avoid having multiple of the same movie types or movies from the same series. For instance, for gangster movies, we won't add multiple classics like Scarface, Casino, or the popular pick, The Godfather, but would add my favorite of that type and include Goodfellas, a 1990 classic that I know most people would consider Godfather the king of gangster movies, but from the introduction and the action at the start of Goodfellas, the great acting, and most importantly, based loosely on true events, this is one of my favorite movies. However, on this list it's an honorable mention, as well as A Bronx Tale from 1993. So, despite gangster movies being one of my favorite genres and none cracking the list, let's start at number 10 with Roadhouse.
I thought you'd be bigger.
Opinions vary.
I generally enjoy this type of action movie and mix of action, revenge on the bad guy, and it works better in this movie than most. I could have just as easily had a full list with movies just like this, Bloodsport, Rambo, or any of the other similar type ones from the late 80s into the 90s.
I'm gonna kill you, man! Yeah, you, man! You got it!
At number 9 is Forrest Gump. While this isn't my typical movie type, the trip through history and the story around Forrest is just hard to resist, and it just keeps you engaged the entire movie. At 8 is another action movie, and while I typically don't enjoy all the sci-fi extra stuff, The Matrix just has too much action and keeps you thinking all the way to the end. A really great movie. Number 7 is Training Day. The strategy and the setup, mixed with great action and great scenes, makes this an always watch for me.
I'm the police! King Kong ain't got nothing on me!
At 6 is The Shawshank Redemption. Now, this movie has so many ups and downs and surprises the first time you see it, but it's still enjoyable to see repeatedly as you find yourself rooting for Andy despite knowing how the whole story goes.
Straight as an arrow. I had to come to prison to be a crook.
Number 5 has it all from great acting, action, strategy, drama, and includes one of my favorite games of all time, poker. Rounders is a classic poker movie that helped inspire the poker bubble and has great classic character.
Not hungry?
Mr. Son of a Beach, let's play some cards.
At number 4, I had to pick a war movie, and the problem is there are so many classics that I really enjoy, from movies like Braveheart to more military war type movies like A Few Good Men or Full Metal Jacket, and everything in between.
No.
Well, Lieutenant Kendrick spoke to the platoon and ordered them not to touch Santiago. Any chance they ignored him?
You ever served in an infantry unit, son?
But my favorite is less on war and more on the will of one man to overcome extreme obstacles and succeed in the Navy. Not only that, it's based on a true story. My chief on my first boat actually got to meet the man, Carl Brashear, who the story's all about.
Stand by, driver. Silence, you're in. What the hell's going on? Master Chief, we just lost conflict, sir.
We got a standby diver going.
He can't wait that long. Look at him. Go ahead, get
Tell me
him.
what the hell you're doing. I told you I got a man on.
Going to bounce dive. Put him on a rescue line and yank him out.
Bounce
Go
dive.
down, bounce back for the nitrogen builds up my system. I've done
You
it
won't
before.
make it. He's too deep already, and you will call me sir,
God
sailor.
damn it, I got a man dying down there, sir! Give me the wrench, give me the wrench, give me that spare lifeline and air hose.
God damn it, I've lost 2 men on my watch. I've got another drowning, and I'm not about to let you commit suicide. You will stand fast, Team
He'll be
Sunday.
dead before you get to him, sir! Stand up!
I will take you to captain's mast, and you will lose if you touch that water. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir!
Honorable mention in this category to Lone Survivor, as I was also able to serve with Marcus's twin brother Morgan. Number 3 is Gladiator. Not only a great story with tons of action, but great acting as well. I don't think you can hate someone as much as the Emperor in that movie makes you feel hate towards him. Just a really great job in a movie I can't miss any time that it's on.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Number 2 is a less popular film that some of you may have not seen, but I remember seeing Pool Hall Junkies on my second deployment and enjoying the trash talk, the competition, and the hustling, all wrapped around a good story. Definitely a must-see, and like most of these movies, a great music soundtrack to go with it.
How much you got, Joe? What? Total. You put down 80,000 like it didn't matter. That's a lot of money for somebody like you and him. I think it matters. What's the difference? I'm a millionaire. That's the difference. I lose 80, I get another 80. For me, it doesn't matter. See, I think it's you who's sweating this. The both of you. People in pool rooms don't come across this kind of tank but once in a lifetime, and now you're gonna put it all on the line against John because you think he's gonna choke.
Now, before we get to our number 1 pick, a couple of honorable mentions I want to cover. The Silence of the Lambs is a classic that maybe just isn't as rewatchable as some of the others on this list. The Karate Kid is another classic that has spanned several sequels, remakes, and even a successful Netflix show that I've enjoyed as well.
Why don't you shut the hell up and stop being such an asshole?
You want another beatdown, Rhea? I'm ready for your lame ass karate this time.
It's not lame ass karate. It's Cobra Kai.
2 more categories I wanted to add. One is the best comic book movie, I guess if you call that a category. And I know mine won't match many with all the newer ones out that have had a lot of success, but my pick would be Batman Begins, which I know isn't even the most favorite Batman of most people. I typically enjoy this category in general, but I thought the whole Nolan series did the Batman story the best that's been done, and really enjoyed all of those movies. And finally, I wanted to add my favorite Star Wars movie, because I know that's a big franchise as well, which happened to be Episode 3, again, which is probably not most people's favorite, but growing up, I wasn't much of a Star Wars fan. I'd obviously seen the first 3 movies plenty of times growing up. I didn't go to see any of the prequels either. However, when I saw Episode 3, the action and the way the story came together was really good, and it's probably the only one that I'd really go and rewatch on my own.
It's treason, then.
And with that, let's move to number 1. And of course, number 1 is going to be a sports story. If you know, I really enjoy sports in general. And while there's a lot of good sports movies out there, from White Men Can't Jump, Remember the Titans, and Above the Rim, nothing to me can touch the Rocky series. The action, the story, the music, it literally gets me up out of my seat and, punching on my little brother when we were smaller. Of that series, I would say Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 are clearly my favorites. And that's the top of the mountain when it comes to me. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I know it's a unique top 10, but just wanted to get a list of some of the things off the top of my head. There's probably some good ones that I forgot in there. Again, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you enjoy the content.
I've never seen Apollo take so much punishment. Creed is down. Apollo is down, and he could be badly hurt. Guys out of here. The winner, Ivory Drago. Apollo!
I cannot be defeated.
Is he okay? Somebody get him back down there! There is no movement by Creed. To the right over.
I defeat all man.
Is he dead? Get out of here. It's absolute pandemonium. Stand back. We let him be.
You can do it, Sword. I defeat the real champion.
Where's the stretcher? Somebody sent for us again. What started out as a joke has turned out to be a disaster.
Creed appears to be in very serious condition.
The men alive.
If he dies, he dies.